theory, I should be live. I do want to say right off the bat that there is possibly going to be some background noise tonight. I rushed to get here just in time, but I was just away dealing with there's some family things going on. I just want to let it be known that if there is hearing anything in the background, I apologize for that. All right, let me get this up and running. Hey, there we go. All right, everything actually worked today, which is great because I do not want to have to deal with the stress on top of everything else. All right. Hopefully everything's going well. It almost looks like... Is YouTube having a problem? I thought it was working. All right, well, I am working well on one element, but my backup is not. So that's unfortunate. How is that? Is that better? Okay, yeah, there we go. Anyways, sorry about that. Things are working, they're just not working well. I guess good job me or good job Google, whichever one we're gonna go with. Anyways, I believe where we left off, I'm pretty much ready to go get my flying ship. But I think there's a little bit more to talk about here, so I'm gonna chat with our guys and see where it takes us. I have another gift for you, Alex, and I think you'll find it to your liking. Oh, okay, so now we are, oh, hold on. There we go. We are full on, oh, hold on, again, sorry. We are all in. We are taking the Legend of Zelda path at this point. So we've got outfitted with all of our dragon gear. I did put the dragon ring on as well. So I've got the dragon ring, the staff, the rest of the kit. And now we're rocking the Master Sword. Jeez, now why don't I ever get presents like that? Probably because you aren't, in a position to be given things, you tend to just take. Tempest. I insist, Alex. This weapon has been passed from chief to chief for many generations. So now, after many generations of this artifact being in my tribe, I am giving it away to somebody who is going to leave and I will probably never see again. So, yeah, take care of it. But I'm an archer, and that means that, ancient tribal artifacts don't mean anything to me. I can just throw this one aside because, nothing's gonna beat a good bow. And this is as sharp a blade as you'll ever find. Alright, so let's see what that does to my attack, because that is one of the complaints I had for my build with Alex. Kyle is just... Can I see where his attack is? Yeah. His attack, 190. Kyle is just walking around as a goddamn fucking unit. And this is only putting us up to 164. However, 164 is nothing to shake a stick at. I did also sell a lot of my gear to make room for a lot of items. I didn't read the details for that one. Master Sword, the swordsman's weapon. I guess can't argue with the reality there. Alright, let me go sell off a few more items because I did a little bit more grinding, just a little bit, trying to get everybody over a certain threshold. But as a result, I did pick up a lot of things I don't really need to keep around anymore. I can sell off the great sword. Yeah, I don't need to keep any of these herbs. The herbs are pretty much useless these days. And honestly, even the healing nuts, I stocked up on them, but I really think the Starlight is going to be the bigger show. So I'm going to sell a few of these too. I think that was about 5. Let's see if I can buy 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm not counting higher than that because the internet is going to do things to me. Hey, Rich. Apparently going from one live stream on YouTube to another through the notifications had me stuck in the other live stream's chat on my browser. Anyways, yep, things are going well enough. Hopefully things are going well for you. Anyways, as usual, welcome in. Let me know how things have been for you, because I've been seeing you active on Twitter a lot recently. I almost corrected myself. Anyways, I'm not giving Elon that win. He's not allowed to have that. Anyways, yeah, I've been seeing you active over there a fair bit recently, but I haven't been hearing a whole lot of updates on the Discord side of things. So I just was wondering how things are going. I know you had a couple of new things happen. What was it? The new phone, and I was gonna say new internet, but I think that was Keegs. I might be crossing my wires there. But I'm wondering how all of that's going for you, and of course, the pups, as always. Oh, shoot, wait, I forgot to talk to our buddy here. Where's our old man? Whoop, wrong house. Forgot to talk to the old man in the corner here. Okay, yeah, we don't have to worry about him. Pretty much done there, got it. So at this point, I'm actually going to fast travel because I think it's going to be a little bit easier than items, use, scroll on down. I have too many items still. Is it not down here? Where'd it go? There we go. Okay. Is Might where I'm going? Might be Pow. Let's go to Pow. Hey, Rigid, how are things going? Hopefully things are going well, and I picked the wrong location. Lovely. So, Might it is. Oh my god, that's so good. Oh, fuck, I don't have to climb the tower. God, I'm appreciative of that. You've returned. And what and wow. Yeah, my reading comprehension is in the dirt. You've returned. And you've brought more people with you. Bah. Just tell them to stay out of my way. The damned airship isn't done yet, but it'll be finished by the morning. I'll be upstairs making final adjustments, so stay here and don't touch anything. And that goes for your pack of sweet-smelling friends as well. I love the yeah right at the end there. If I was going to be dedicated to the voice acting, that feels very fitting. Just the cranky yeah. But yeah, even just doing that, I can feel it in the throat. I guess the comment I rolled in through didn't go through. That's fine. I saw you come in, and I saw that you left a message. Why do I not see the message? Like, I saw it when I saw you come in. That's how I knew you stopped in. I just didn't... Yeah. Okay. Thank you, YouTube. He's even more charming than you made him out to be, Alex. By the way, did he happen to mention where we're supposed to sleep in here? I'm fairly certain that would be on the floor. It's alright, Nash. I'm sure he'll warm up to us in time. Let's find a place to rest. Well, he did say not to touch anything, so, like... I have been over at a few places that would be very, workshop-oriented, and if you're working on a spot like this, like, you can just bump a couple of these boxes together and just sleep on top of them. It would definitely be better on... maybe this is my personal bias. I think sleeping on the wood planks would be a little bit better than brick or grating. Although, honestly, if the grating is venting, like, if that is there for the purpose of venting, like, heat, that'd probably be pretty comfortable. But a lot of times with something this absurdly sized, you don't get just heat without, like, some nasty chemical air. So, like, that's probably going to be comfortable on the body temperature, probably not so comfortable on, what you're actually laying on, and then devastating to your lungs. Tomorrow we see the frontier. Aren't you scared, Mia? I know things you don't, Mia. I know for a fact that Galleon is immensely strong. Much stronger than you, Alex, or anyone else believes. Okay, much stronger than you, Alex, or anyone else believes. Got it. The commas mattered. Oh, Nash. If we choose to fight him, Mia, we're all gonna die. I only got about 3 hours of sleep. Yet I've been alert as if I got a full amount. I hope that isn't a bad omen. I hope not either. I'm actually in a very similar situation. I got a little bit more than 3 hours, luckily, but like I have been weirdly gassed all day. If we choose to fight him, we're gonna die. You're probably right, Nash, and I am scared. Something, 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 but we have to do this. So, why are you fighting? Because it's, I respect that a lot, as someone who feels a lot of those, almost, I don't want to say leadership, but guiding, the want to help propel good forward. That reason alone speaks heavy, and I respect that. Because it's my duty, Nash. It's my duty as the next leader of the Magic Guild to protect the goddess from harm. That's right, Mia. You're the next leader of the guild. That's why you can't just throw your life away like Alex and the others. Ooh! Okay. Nash, you're kind of pressing on some ego issues here. Like, what? Ego is not the right word, but you get what I mean. He is pushing on some of the wrong buttons right now. Why don't you stay here, Mia? I'll fight Galleon in your name. Just don't do this. Thank you for your concern, Nash, but I'll be fine. That one's a little heated there. Is this one gonna be? I hope this one's gonna be a little bit more fun interaction because kinda need that ease into it moment. Tomorrow's the day, Jess. Tomorrow's the day we take on the baddest guy in the history of the world. Once upon a time, I thought that was me. And, well, then that thing with your dad. And so he was the baddest guy, but he got turned to stone. So yeah, things are different now. So you think we're just gonna, scrape out a victory? Or will we completely... I love that he's just like, yeah, we're not even gonna lose. Like, losing isn't a thought. Are we gonna just barely have our heroic victory? Or are we gonna walk in, knock him on his ass, and just take a shit on his chest? I think you're overconfident as always, you big fool. Stop it. You're getting me all excited. Wait. No, Kyle, not now. Wrong kind of excitement. Put the big sword away. Kyle, what's wrong? Before we go, Jess, I have to tell you something. I have to tell you that I can't hear. Kyle, I can't hear. Speak big boy words. Use them. It's nothing. Oh, come on, Kyle. You can't tease me like that, Kyle. Come on, tell me. I said it's nothing, Jess. Now be quiet and leave me alone. Be quiet? Is that how you treat the woman whom you were about to confess your love? Love you? How could anyone love your squeaky voice and your bad attitude? My attitude is just fine until you open your big mouth, Kyle. I mean, kind of, but also that's kind of why it's kind of cute. I used to think that I was so smart until that I didn't need school. Teenage me was a bit of an arse. I have conflicting, complicated emotions on that. If we're talking about like book smart levels of like, oh hey, do you want to learn how to I don't know, dissect a frog? If you want to know the like inner workings of various fields like engineering or medical practices, things like that, absolutely, like the schooling is super needed. But there are so many fields that we, as a society at this point in time, I think, especially with the direction that our schooling systems have gone, it's not to say you shouldn't have an education, but I don't think reading the books on things is necessarily as valuable as somebody who picked up the tools of the trade and said, I'm going to start doing this. You know, if you're talking about somebody who wants to get into welding, who do you want to work on your shop floor, right? The guy who read books about welding, watched videos about welding, and studied a guy who did welding, and they spent 8 years doing that? Or do you want the guy who spent 8 years fucking up horribly, and he's just like, yeah, I've got 8 years of experience on what not to do, and now I've got this nailed down flat, you know? That's where I feel like there's a lot of things that we, obviously welding is a skilled trade, but like there are other things like that we put more into the education side of things than we should than the practical application. So it's, I'm not disagreeing with you. Like, yes, I was in that same dumb that same dumb moment at one point in my schooling as well, where it's just like, why the hell am I even here, kind of thing. But general education purposes, it's needed. It's extremely like fine-tuned specialist positions, absolutely. But you know, for a lot of things, you're just as good, if not better, getting your hands dirty and getting involved in things. Being real with you, I'm sure 100% of us didn't want to go to school in general. Yeah, no, absolutely. I would much rather be at home doing literally anything else. I bet those two have been fighting with each other since the oh, hold on. There we go. Since the first time they met. Probably, but like for some people that kind of works. Did I talk to you directly? Does that matter about anything? I used to think a lot about how powerless I was, Nash. Mia, that's not true. I was born to take over the Magic Guild. I was reminded of it every day of my life. But the more I pondered my destiny, the more certain I was that I could never fulfill it. I knew I could never be the great leader like my mother, be a great leader like my mother. Again, reading comprehension. Apologies. I was drowning in my fear and uncertainty, Nash. But not anymore. I finally realized what I should have known so long ago. I have to live in the present. I can't worry about what could be or what might be. I'm going to do whatever I can to make a difference right now. Yes, but like you have to worry about what can be because you have to understand what it is you're trying to achieve. You can't just do and then not have a direction you're going with it. Because the people who do have the direction they're going with will unfortunately be able to manipulate and use you heavily for exactly that. I wonder if, hold on, wait. I wonder if that played a role into how Galleon got into the Magic Guild there in the first place. He's clearly a long-term planner, and we don't really know a whole lot about her mother. But if she's picking up these lessons, and it's like, if there's any reflection of her mother there, that kind of would explain how Galleon was able to infiltrate and solidify himself there so cleanly. And when the time comes to take over the Magic Guild, I know I'll be ready. Mia, you've always been strong, but Alex, it's getting late. Why don't we go to sleep? That way we'll see Luna even sooner. Legit, that is a good strategy. Yeah, if you're ever looking forward to something, you know what you don't do while you're sleeping? Worry about the flow of time. That's a good idea. That is one of the things that I will do quite often if I have something that is like, usually when it's like the day before Renaissance Festival or something, when I know I'm heading out for the trip, the day before I will just sleep. Time passes easily, I get fully well rested, and that also means that I don't have to, wake up and have, whatever on my stomach or anything. I am going to the Renaissance Festival with the cleanest, rawest plate I can, both internally, mentally, physically, emotionally. I am going there, and it passes by quickly. So I go in there ready to make the most of it. Now, obviously, you're going to want to feast up before you go fight, like, the Dark Magic Emperor or whatever, but, to each their own. Bah! Patience, boy. Delays are temporary, but mediocrity is forever. Hold on. Oh man, was it Miyamoto who said it? Shigeru Miyamoto? I might be, or was it Iwata? But there is a quote out there that like, something about delaying a bad game means that it's, a bad game that's released is bad forever, but a delayed game can still be good or something like that. I don't remember the exact quote, but like that's got the same exact energy right there. Delays are meaningless as long as you get something that you are genuinely proud of out. But if you just push out mediocrity, that's going to be a stain that sticks with you. Buddy! What the hell you doing over there? Face it, Alex. He is hardcore second guessing. Face it, Alex. Even our combined strength isn't enough to match Galleon's power. It doesn't matter whether or not you're the Dragon Master. Nothing matters now. Can I just like punch him in the jaw? Just give him the Gurren Lagann, let me see you grit those teeth moment. And my work is done! Excellent. Let's go thrash ourselves one Magic Emperor. If we hurry, we can probably be home in time for dinner. Don't get cocky, Kyle. We're gonna be fighting Galleon and the Vile Tribe on their home turf. It doesn't matter where we fight them, Jessica. We are going to win. That's right. No room in the heads for doubts at this stage. Nash, what's wrong? I can tell that I can't read for shit. Something is troubling you. We're going to fight Galleon. We're going to fight Galleon. I've never heard of anything so absurd in my life. Nash. You've all seen Galleon's power, and you're deluding yourselves if you think you can beat him. If you travel to the frontier, you're all gonna die. Don't any of you understand that? Sometimes you have to be ready to die for your beliefs. I hate to say it that way because, my God, does things have to be really terrible to push anybody into that position, but sometimes it comes to that. Anyway, sorry about that. Stopping for a drink. Nash, why are you saying this? What's wrong with you? What? Galleon knows everything, Mia. I've been reporting to him since the beginning, and we have a traitor. I am gonna tear you to shreds, you two-faced, whiny little runt! I'm not letting you go to the frontier, Mia. I won't let you throw your life away.
Check this out.
Oh, that's terrible. Oh, the dialogue choice there was not the best. Well done, Nash. Very well done. I only have one question. Which one of you wants to bleed first? That's a pretty cold line. I like that one. I'll never forgive you for this, Nash! You have only yourselves to blame. You're prisoners of foolish ambition. This is starting to feel like the point where the hero's adventure goes south. This can't be happening. I'm sorry, Mia. Touching, but unnecessary, Nash. You made the only rational choice. What the hell was he thinking? What the hell has he done? He's told Galleon about everything we've done. And now he's telling Galleon that we're going to the frontier. That damned brat destroyed my engine! I assure you it won't be at all easy to repair. That engine was a masterpiece. So what are you saying? We can't go to the frontier? Not unless you happen to know more about engine repair than I do. Well, of course we don't. Who says we have to repair it at all? Kyle? Why fix it when we can... What the hell are you thinking about? Replacing it? Of course, we can use the engine from Shira's balloon. Okay. Shira? No. I assure you that anything made by him is entirely unsuitable. Sorry, old man, but we don't have time to wait for you to make repairs. Let's go back to Reza and look for the balloon. Meanwhile, Mia is having a hell of an internal struggle. Alright, I do have one thing I want to, there we go. I want to go all the way back to Berg because I have something I want to look into. Nash is secretly a Pokemon called Check This Out. He's quite rare. Clearly it's an electric type too. That's the only magic he knows. Alright. I am fully kitted. Can I do anything with this? No, but we do get a cool swaying tree motion. Unfortunately, that's not going to help me with anything. Alright, so we are going to Reza. We are not going to Reza, but I think this is close enough. Anyways, this is not close. Wait, no! I'm an idiot. They took the balloon, so it is Reza. I completely forgot about that. Anyways, Nash is secretly a Pikachu clone. He is the Luna series. I'm trying to think of any of the Pikachu clones, and the only one I can think of is Pachirisu. And of all the Pikachu clones, that's actually a pretty terrible one. I don't remember. Can I get anything from you? That bad woman took me away to a scary place. It was full of monsters and it smelled funny. But there was a girl there named Luna who was my friend, and she helped me to not be afraid. Luna. There were Luna and me and a lot of singers at the scary place, but when they took all of us back home, how come they did that? Luna's singing was beautiful. I want my voice to be as good as hers someday. She promised she'd give me lessons when she left the scary place. Have you seen her? Alright. I was not sure if... I remembered reading somewhere that you can get something from her, but I don't remember what it was or if I had already gotten it, so I figured I'd give it a try. You want the engine off the airship, huh? Alright, it's yours at 30,000 silvers. Do you know how much brew I could buy with that kind of money? Honestly, I don't think 30,000 is a whole lot right now. 30,000, are you loony? I don't really care if you get the engine or not, but I'm not the one who needs it, now am I? You know, you understand, like, the great evil is going to be taking over the world and all that, right? What are you going to need that money for if it's not going to be worth anything while the world's on fire? Just asking. Alright. Gonna spend the money. Thanks, kids. The Thieves Guild is gonna make me Employee of the Month. You're despicable. Out of curiosity, yeah, like 30,000 wasn't much of anything. I mean, it wasn't nothing, but it's a drop in the bucket for what I've been making lately in the game. Pop the item. We have the engine part. This is Shira's engine. I'd hate to admit it, but it's good. Not as good as mine, I assure you, but he could have been a great inventor with more training, but never mind that now. I'll go upstairs and install this in the airship once I make it perfect, which won't take long. You and your friends can wait here, and I'll remind you all again not to touch anything. This is great, Alex. We're finally going to make it to the frontier. Well, what's this? Why haven't you all taken off yet? So, remember the pompous asshole from Gale? Was it Gale? I can't remember the name of the city. Well, just gonna put it out there. The Donald Trump stand-in character turned traitor. That is not an indication of political leanings right now. I am just putting that out there that Nash is my canonical Donald Trump stand-in, so. Whew, that's a statement. Because Nash destroyed the engine of the airship. He's been working for Galleon all along. That is terrible. So, what about the airship itself? Well, it's fine. Might is upstairs installing the engine from our first balloon. Well then, there's nothing left for us to do but wait. Are we really just... Really? The frontier is a cursed land, and I don't know what's out there, Alex. No one does. Are you certain you're ready to venture there? As ready as I can be, I suppose. I knew you wouldn't let me down, Alex. In fact, there are times when I wish I was as brave as you. Alex, being a Dragon Master isn't just about showing off your strength and good looks. Just gassing him up. It's also about representing all the children of Althena and doing it with pride and honor. Think hard about what that means to you, Alex. I will. I still think, like, the body armor for this, like, just does not look that good. Alright, Kyle. Nash is an idiot. How could he not understand the grief he's causing Mia? He should have thought about the consequences of his actions. A lot of people should be thinking about the consequences of their actions, Kyle. That's asking a lot these days. Since when did Kyle become an expert on relationships? I mean, but he's not wrong. Alright, I am not gonna do the Poke Rap because we have experienced firsthand the failure that is my white assery trying to even attempt that with, what was her name? Rhyme? Was that her name? The ghost gym leader? Plusle, Minun, Pachirisu, Pawmot, Togedemaru, that one took a minute to pronounce, Dedenne, Morpeko, Mimikyu, and Emolga. That is the whole list there. You did forget about check this out, but you know, we covered that one already, so I'll forgive it. Alex, you have to understand that Nash was thinking with his heart. In his mind, he didn't believe he was betraying us. He was protecting us from harm. I don't care what he thought he was doing. Man got between me and my girl, and I will grab him by the throat and beat him against the wall. I know how she feels, but what Nash did was so wrong. And therein lies the problem of sometimes using one part of the thinking process without the other. As is the same with me and my idea of just beating him against the wall, but you know what? It'll feel good. I'm gonna claw Nash's eyes out the next time I see him. It's not just what he's done to us, it's what he's done to Mia. When she's angry, Jessica's more like a cat than I am. Listen up. If the airship is finished, come upstairs and see my latest brilliant creation. All right. Oh, whoa. That was a quick turnaround. Given time, I could design and build a far superior airship, but this will have to do. I can hardly wait to see the look of Galleon's face when I stick my boot up his booter. Oh, that could probably be translated a little bit better, but I can kind of get behind that. I hate to admit it, but Kyle's confidence is infectious, isn't it? And you know, there is something to be said about having the mentality of loss, losing, failure. As someone who like deals with that every time I undertake a new task, like that is a huge barrier for me. That is one, you know, if I was gonna list off my weaknesses, that is an unfortunate one I carry. But there is something to be said about the idea of just having that so far out of your mind and marching forward, just like, no, I've already decided I'm going to see this happen. I don't understand why they're so excited about what we're gonna go do, Alex. There's nothing cheerful for me about the thought of taking someone's life. Unless it's Nash's. Holy shit! Okay. Null's just here and is like, nope, fuck him. Don't worry, Luna. We're finally coming. Alex. Do your best. I will. All aboard! Next up, the Frontier. There is far too much vibration going on in my controller for what's happening on screen. That was almost uncomfortable. Quite an amazing resemblance. What's that, Mike? Oh, the one between that Alex kid and you at that age. Really? I was thinking I was a bit more stylish than that. Stylish? Bah. If you knew what style was, you would have taken off that beret. Goddamn. And burned the damned rag. Take off the beret and cape, old man. As a man who has a habit of growing my nails out more than men are expected to before clipping them, why scratch when you can headbutt the enemy? So I do the same thing, but like I keep them long enough to be useful as like tools, gripping things. Because again, I do a lot of work with like tiny electronics and various other small screws, things like that. So having access to a little bit of nail work there is helpful. But yeah, it does get you certain looks when you start talking with people, especially when you keep some fingers trimmed and then other ones are kept a little bit longer for that purpose. Because like, what the hell is the pinky gonna do to help you in that scenario? But you know, the thumb and the two primaries there. I'm sorry, Alex. I'm sorry you must undo what I have done. Good luck and Godspeed, friend. Again, that is far too much vibration. This thing is like at full max and it's endless. This is the Frontier, untouched by the hand of the goddess. So where's the Vile tribe? Where's the Magic Emperor? The sooner we wipe them out, the sooner we can leave this nasty place. This is, okay, this is actually uncomfortable to even hold. I'm just gonna put that down. Can that even be heard?
Alex, look at the size of that fortress.
Like, that is bad.
In there?
She is. I can feel it.
For the record, like, I don't know if that's picking up still, but like, that is like a good 5 feet from the microphone. All right, there we go. It's off. There it is, Jess. Are you ready? Not to steal one of your lines, Kyle, but I was born ready. Hang on, everyone. Just jettison it all in, full force. What was that? We just bounced off air. Come on, Jess, we have to get through. Try it again. Nothing says a great idea like taking your Zeppelin and slamming it into a force you don't understand. There's some kind of force field around it. I'll try again, but there's no guarantee we're getting through. It's not working. Please stop before we crash again. We could ram into that magical barrier 1,000 times over with no effect, Jess. So, would anyone like to suggest what we try next? Look, there's a town over there. Let's land and see if we can find another way in. It's just a vibration of pleasure to get you ready for when your big moment comes. Oh no. You've got to have the... You know, they know full well what you're about to go do, and they want to make sure that even the player gets their healing nut ready. Oh god. Goblin? You must be the new miners, right? Say, has anyone told you how much you look like humans? Well, you do. And I don't like ugly mugs. I just call them. Oh, I don't make ugly mugs, I just call them. I don't remember this. Zenobia told us that obeying Galleon would benefit the Vile tribe, and I still believe that, but being forced to work until I die of exhaustion sure doesn't benefit me. The entire working class be like. Oh, what do we got going on in here? The last tunnel we dug is shakier than a hyperactive kid on 5 bowls of sugar flakes. Damn. The roof's gonna crumble the next time a miner sneezes, belches, or farts inside it. I wonder if that's warning me of something, if anything. I've thought about running away from here, but I know it wouldn't matter in the end. Whether I stay or flee, the result will still be death. I blame Althena and her cursed children for sending us to this wretched place. You know, that does bear a certain question. When you have RPGs with stories like this one, at least with the presumption, obviously, you know, how much can you really trust the Vile tribe to be being fully honest with everything? But when you have a situation where, like, divine intervention has basically decided for generational punishment for something, it kind of begs the question as to certain degrees of why. The metal we scrape out of the earth is used by Galleon for his creation. Every piece, no matter how small. I can't wait for him to crush the world of humans. Well, okay, you know, I was giving you the benefit of the doubt, and then immediately right after you were just like, so yeah, it's totally justified, but still fuck him. Or fuck them. You like Galleon, you hate humans. Damn knife ears. Are you new miners? I'm not allowed to let you rest here, but I can at least do this for you. I know it won't last for long, but I hope it's enough to help you survive the rest of the day. What did you just... What did you do? You just trying to, like, bust a nut on me? Gotta get those healing nuts out? A goblin talking about miners. Oh, I could make a joke about a certain creepy bearded Twitch streamer, but I won't. Damn. Oh, wait, no, that's the mine. We aren't going to the mine yet. Let's go to the pub. Who be drinking what? Oh, drank too much. Supposed to be humans around here, but too... I'm searching for them. I've been finding it real hard to drink lately. Oh no, maybe it's time for me to quit. Or maybe it's tough to drink with that helmet on. Ugh. You are, without question, the ugliest members of the Vile Tribe I have ever seen. Monsters like you give monsters like us a bad name. Well, love you too, asshole. I'm really hoping that there is like a place to get some, again, new gear still. Because like, being able to get some like monster weapons sounds kind of dope. Zenobia says she cares about us, but as far as I can tell, she only cares about her own ambitions. If she really cared, she wouldn't have us working under these conditions, literally killing ourselves for her. You know, like, there's actually some socio-political conversations here. Like, it's surface level, but like the fact that they're digging into it at all is kind of impressive. Hi there. We're all working hard to find the last bits and pieces of ore, so it's a little crazy in here. The mine's straight through the middle door. Please be careful. You see, when we have little like goblin entities like the green guy over here just being like, yeah, kill everyone, and then this guy's over here just like, you know, whatever, you, me, we're all stuck in this shit hellhole together. We're all busting ass, doing the grind day to day. Try not to go die. Like, you go from one to the other, and it's just kind of like weirdly humanizing for it. All right, there's nothing up here. There is surprisingly large variations on places to go I wasn't expecting. And I'm thinking somewhere at some point there's got to be. Why did we go downstairs? I'm waiting for like the treasure chest with a thingamadoo in it. I'm just surprised I haven't found one yet. I'm sorry, don't hit me. I'll go back. Just don't hit. Wait, you're not guards, are you? Don't tell them I'm here. I just need to rest for a few minutes. I'm so tired. God damn. Again, like, to take the Vile Tribe, which was built to be, you know, these big villainous elements here, and like, sure, the leaders are. This is obviously painting the people that they are so dominantly controlling over in a very, I use the term people loosely, in a very humanizing light. Working for Galleon is a privilege. He's going to turn the ore from this mine into the ultimate weapon and take care of the humans for us. Then he'll lead us to the land of Althena and let us live in the glory of his magic. That's why I work so hard. That's why I dug until my hands bleed. And even here, you will always have the bootlicking ultra super zealots. Is this China? You know, it... So, like, that's a really good comparison to make, especially with the, because, like, when this game came out, like, tensions in the Japanese and Chinese territories were still pretty, I mean, they're still pretty rough right now, but, like, I wouldn't be surprised if it was some degree of commentary to that degree. So that's quite possible, and a very we were talking about, you know, the education thing earlier. That's a very educated call out. But like, you could apply it to a lot of things too. Like, it's one of those messages and threads that even as things change, it seems to always remain a thread of connection. Okay, something about this feels familiar to me. I don't necessarily know if this is what I am directly remembering for like near endgame territory, but this is definitely familiar if nothing else. Alright, let's see how we handle with the auto battling. Alright, we should be good here. I did put a little bit of grinding time in the last location, and frankly, we were actually getting... I want the chest first. We were actually getting more experience than that last fight per fight before, so... kind of telling as to what to expect for the area, I think. Although that's some good experience. That's almost like, what, 3,500? Oh man, there's so many twists and turns, and this is just taking me back to a direction that I've already been... No? Because that was over there. Where did this take me? Just keep trying new locations, I guess. Eventually it will lead me somewhere. I'm sure there's probably some good chests to try and get somewhere in here as well, but it's probably not worth digging with full intention to grab all of those. I'll just see what I can come across. I talked bad about China. There goes my social credit score. Yeah, that is one distinction here where... did I just get a binky? It increases your defense, but that looks like a binky. Anyways, yeah, like, if this was all in on the China thing, the guy that was talking shit would be, pretty well, you know? No, he wouldn't. He was specifically hiding away to talk about the abuse. So yeah, you know, I'm gonna shut my mouth, because you right. You right. Yo, fight a tank? What? Okay, wait. I was going to say, what kind of mining thing is that? But you know, I bet if you like put the rocks in one side and then it just like crushes and mines out the minerals, I could see that being a functioning device. At least as far as like, you know, science fiction sprite artwork goes. A pacifier for sneaking certain substances into a rave. Rigid, how deeply involved do these dark and devious plans of yours go? I bet you could fit if you're going hard enough, you can fit a lot of terrible things in the end of a binky there. The nipple does not discriminate. It doesn't care what's in it. It will deliver to the suckle all the same. God, that's terrible. Speaking of terrible, that was a hell of a scream. Although, again, if you're taking anything hard enough, a couple of quick little nips at the nip, I'm sure would definitely leave you well pacified. We dig for Galleon. We dig for the Vile Tribe. We dig for the Blue Star. Okay, so I'm sure that was supposed to be a mining song, but whatever. Okay, I'm digging. You don't have to jab me. I hope that my interpretation of what this is implying is coming through clear as day. You don't have to jab me in the butt with your sword again. Really? Well, damn. Hey, you're not a guard. Sorry about that little outburst. These days, I just kind of expect... Rigid, I think he is very much implying that. Or not that I did, but that somebody has to enough of a degree that he expects it at this point. These days, I just kind of expect the steel spanking when someone sneaks up behind me. Holy... Buddy, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you went through that. We've been busting our humps for weeks, and the grindery still isn't finished. I'm beginning to wonder if it'll ever be finished. We dig and dig until we choke on dust and dirt, but it never stops. The digging never stops. I envy the ones who died. I envy them because they don't have to dig. Shit. I'm not gonna lie. They're doing a pretty good job. Again, for a JRPG, with the intended direction that it goes, like with a lot of this, they're doing pretty good at really delivering certain emotional blows here. Help! Please help me! Did somebody get crushed? That came from the room we just walked through. And so did that awful sound. One of the mine tunnels must have collapsed. Hurry, we must go back and try to help. I agree. We can't go back there, Jest. Are you forgetting that we're sneaking around this place? If the guards see a bunch of humans running around, this gig is up. So what do you So what do you suggest we do? Leave the poor slave miners to die back there? Real compassionate, Mr. Nice Guy. Comments like that make me ashamed to know you. Look, Jess, I want to help too, but the reality is that if we're caught, we're just as dead as they are. I'm tired of arguing. Alex, you make the call. Do we help the miners or keep going? Look, after what just went going on, like, even I feel bad for them. We must try to help them, even if what they're doing is wrong. Because if we don't, we're just the same as the Magic Emperor. None of you have a lick of common sense. You know, call me out on it all you want. You're not wrong. But again, there is a price to be paid for having to be put in a situation where you can't look yourself in the mirror later. But hey, I hear that birds of a feather flock together. Let's go. Can I break it? Can please? Are you crazy? There's no way I'm gonna help you. If I don't keep working, I'm dead too. Then just stay out of our way, you gutless wonder. Let's protect those miners for the future. Was that Jessica that just did that? Holy shit. Jessica walks over, grabs one of the rocks, and just fucking yeets it. Like, that went like, what, 3 or 4 of her heights? Just... That's a big ass... Fucking damn! He's alive! You did it! Oh, I'm so happy. Oh, this ain't gonna go well. Oh, that's where the steel spanking comes from. Lovely. What the hell's going on here? You all know you're not supposed to stop working for any reason. Leave this fool to die and get back to work before we decide to execute the lot of you. And don't think for a second that we won't crush your worthless heads if you disobey. Yeeted and deleted. Remember that you were brought here because you were too weak to fight in Zenobia's hordes. If you don't serve her by working in the mines, you're not fit to live anyways. Wait, who are you? You're humans, all of you. Well, that is correct. But can you guess which one of you I'm gonna kill first? Ooh, I'm gonna take my picks here. Let's see, we have one sergeant, and whew, given what we have been informed about these men, the fact that they are named stalkers and their weapons are large metal rods, I feel very vindicated by being absolutely ruthless. Alright, she's just gonna defend. Nope, nope, wait, nope. Beat him in the face. There we go. Slap him with the rod. There we go. That felt good. That one felt good to do. Did I ever mention how much I enjoy winning? Yeah? We've heard it before. Let's get out of here before we attract any more attention. How interesting. They saved that miner's life even knowing the danger they faced in doing so. With such selfless bravery in their hearts, they might yet defeat the Magic Emperor. Wait. Rip? What? Wait. The bad touch guards. They made it very clear what happens here. And then we see the weapons and it's like, oh, connect the dots. I always feel great after doing my good deed for the day. What are you talking about? You're the one who wanted to run away, you dumb bastard. But then again, you did help when we needed it. Sorry for the name calling. Alright, so I did also kind of burst through a lot of my magic on Alex, so going to fix that a little bit. But it felt good. Had to send my my big angry red reptile after him. A hell armlet? That is probably Kyle, right? Is it not? Oh, that's an armlet. There we go. Okay. It's called the Hell Armlet, but it repels evil magic. You know, whatever. More defense for my healer is always appreciated, though. A quick... Nope, can't go under there. Oh. Oh, that's weird. That makes my brain uncomfortable. The layout of this place makes my brain uncomfortable. Alright, let's just go back to the standard auto battle. I am kind of hoping to buckle down and get a fair ways into this game tonight. I'm not sure if it's going to be like the end of the journey here, but I really want to put myself in a good spot for it to either be wrapped up tonight or next time, because I have a long lineup of things I want to get into and give a little attention to that has been neglected for a while. There's a couple of big... There we go. Yep. I forgot to read that. Blessedly informal. Anyways, yeah, there's a couple of things that I have been neglecting, leaving off to the side that I have said before I wanted to get to. So I'm looking forward to get back to a couple of games that were left abandoned for a bit. I think Cassette Beasts is the primary one I'm thinking of there. But also do a couple of Steam cleaning videos, get a couple of things rattled off the list of games I do want to get to. Just to showcase those for a little bit. Oh, and speaking of the Pokemon clones like that, we do have the direct coming up here soon for Pokemon. I know Rigid and I were chatting with Keegs, who is unfortunately not here right now, the other night about speculations on what could be coming out of that. I'm wondering, has there been any further news about what might be coming out, Rigid, or is it still just a lot of the same? Alright, where's the refresher? Oh! That's actually really good. I don't know, like, if I would trade that for the stat buffs that I've been getting, but that could be a really needed item, actually, based on what we might end up fighting up against. Alright, it's still same old, same old. There hasn't been any new updates. I kind of figured with us getting closer, maybe some of the famed leakers and information drip feed people might have a little bit more to give. But like, it does kind of feel like we've gotten a lot back when they had that big leak a while back. Like, they, from what I understand, even the name floating around is still what a lot of speculation is around for what Generation 10 games are going to be named. What was it, like, Wind and Waves? So I suppose maybe I'm just looking for things that we've already gotten anyways. Given that we've gotten that in, like, the leaks so far, if they do announce anything with it, I doubt we're gonna get, like, massive details, but one of the things that, when it comes to new generations coming out, one of the things that I'm always looking forward to most, I try to avoid a lot of, like, the Pokemon reveals and a lot of, like, the details. I might not do that this time, just because I don't have a Switch 2 and I'm not sure even yet if the game alone is going to justify me selling a kidney to get one. But if it does, if it is as good as we hope, and again, like, it's kind of speculative because I don't think we're gonna get it for a while, and I kind of hope we don't. We've talked about this on the Discord already, but you know, that has not made it into a video, so I'm just kind of briefly rehashing. I really hope that if it's coming out sooner than I speculate, that it's doing so because it's been cooking for so long on the back end, and we're gonna see something polished. If it's not, I don't think we're gonna get it for a long while, and I'm not gonna be mad at that. First of all, you know, it's rapid fire, but also they really need a home run. Anyways, now that I've gotten that out of the way on a video though, one of the things I'm always most looking forward to is the reveal for the starters. And of course, their evolutionary lines. It's not just about the starter, it's also about what you're gonna end up with. But, you know, because I think, when I played through, oh god, was it X and Y where they had Litten? Like, I never evolved that all the way just because I kind of didn't like the wrestling cat. I kind of liked the just give me kitty cat thing. So, like, when I played through that, I didn't even evolve it all the way to the third form. But, those are the things that I most likely, that I most often look forward to in the big reveals. Then of course you have, you know, what's going to be the box legendary and all of that. So I'm hoping that we get small tidbits, but if we're going to get anything, I hope it's more than just the tiniest nonsensical, you know, it's happening kind of statement, you know? Sun and Moon had Litten. Thank you very much. Yeah, that is back in the generation of Pokemon where, again, for my early generation brain, just, you get far enough along and my brain just merges them all together. What is this place? These look like markers. No, grave markers. This must be where the miners are buried. Holy hell. I said it earlier, but they are doing a fantastic job of actually selling what the hell is going on in this place. This is what they're doing with their dead? How pathetic. All we can do is petition Althena to watch over them with the honor that they deserve. Holy shit, was that actually like the prayer manifesting? Did we just see a miracle? It's a statue of the goddess, but what's it doing here? Is the Vile tribe? You're the ones who saved me when the tunnel collapsed. Thank you. Question, how'd you get here before we did? There are many shortcuts and other passages in the mine that only we miners know about. Can you tell us why there's a statue of Althena here? I thought the Vile tribe hated the goddess. This is true. We have hated Althena since she banished us to the frontier 500 years ago. But the only way we can survive here with such weak magic is to look to the very goddess we hate. Yeah, irony's a word for it. A warning before you go. The Vile tribe doesn't know what you humans are really like. They want to help Galleon destroy you. Please, be careful. I actually love what they're doing with this section. I don't remember this part of the game at all. And maybe it's just because, you know, the child brain was just like, you know, there really isn't a whole lot going on here, but the puzzle solving, the map traversing. So maybe it's just the appreciation of being a little older, but this is probably my favorite part of the game so far. Cheer up, Alex. I have a good feeling we'll find Luna soon.
By the power of Althena.
Oh, wait. Yeah, I might have to turn around for a minute. Whoops. That would be a perfect time for me to heal up all of my stats without having to burn through items. Sure would be nice if I didn't just charge right past it. There we are. Oh, I should have saved. Oh no. It's quiet in here. And we all know what that means. Let's get ready to rumble. Alex, I'm blind. I can't believe this. I always thought that. Wait, what? I always thought that saying was just a myth. When they kept telling me I'd go blind if I kept playing with it, I didn't believe them. What are you talking about? The entire cave went dark. Trust me, Null, you really don't want to know what he's talking about. They actually snuck in a masturbation joke there, goddamn. Enough of the wisecracks. We're in trouble here. Alright, some shit's going down. What's happening? Jessica! Mia! Well, shit. Alex! Damn you! Let them go before I cleave you in two, wench! Yeah, what he said. The little cat dragon in the background just growling. My, aren't the two of you intimidating? Give me a moment to think this over. Should I release your precious friends? Or should I make use of them? What to do? Ah, I've got just the ticket. A fight. Kyle versus Alex to save their dear friends. Should you fail to cooperate, you'll be witness to an uncomfortable execution. The only woman I take orders from... Oh, you know? I'm right there with you, Kyle. The only woman I take orders from is Jess, you shameless scab sucker. Ah, sticks and stones. I'm afraid your schoolyard taunts have failed to achieve the desired effect. I shall see a bloodletting. I care not whether it happens to be yours or theirs. You heard her, Alex. Let's give her what she wants. Oh. Oh, wait. Hold up. Oh. Okay. Wait. Okay, are we just yeah, we're just hamming it up here. Got it. I'm not actually supposed to be fighting him. Got it. Uh-oh, Raggy. Rear rocked. That was a hard one to read. The blonde evil woman's sprite looks like her birds are out from the front. I think they kind of are intended to give that vibe heavily. Like her dress comes up the sides. Like it's a very, very deep, like full body V. It comes up the sides and just barely covers her nips. I think that's kind of the look they're going for. Do you think you're really fooling anyone with that pathetic show? Show me your true skills now. If you do not, you shall witness your friends writhing fatally before you. I can't do it! You would choose to let your friends die rather than fight to save them? There we go. I'd gladly save Mia's angelic life. But there's no way I'm gonna put my life on the line for that beast. Oh, he is intentionally riling her up. Got it. And there's no way I'm going to fight the Dragon Master because I don't want to lose. Kyle, what? I knew he was selfish, but I didn't know he was this bad. You're bluffing. Look in my eyes and tell me I'm bluffing, Zenobia. You've never had to suffer through one of Jess's temper tantrums, had you? God damn, he's kind of laying it all out. Okay, yeah, no, I did read that one. Go ahead, finish her. I could use a little peace and quiet. Kyle, you brainless mutt, what are you saying? I don't yell at you that much. Oh, so I'm brainless. And I'm a whiner? You know what you need, Jess? You need the discipline you... Oh. Holy shit, the discipline your dad never gave you. Is that what you really think? I dare you to come up here and say that. Try it. I think I added words there, but you know what? I'm going to go with it. Kyle, this might not be the right time to vent your frustrations. Unbelievable. I have a feeling this little... I don't know that phrase. Is going to be interesting. I suppose I'll kill you first then, Alex, and watch the quarrel next. Wait, what? What? Wait, but... Yeah, but why? I don't... How did... I don't get... Wow, you were bluffing. Well, of course. The smarter they think they are, the easier it is to fool them. Every time I have you at my mercy, you manage to escape. I still don't know how they got out. But not this time. Your performance is over. It's time for the final curtain to fall. So, we're fighting Spiritome. Got it. I love how everybody's going to be busting out big skills and Jessica's just going to go up there and beat it with a rod. I wonder just how much health this thing has, because like... Oh shit, she can't cast spells no more. She's useless! All right, losing access to the healer. It looks like that was only for one turn, though, because she can use magic again. So maybe it's not that bad. I just have to be well prepared for things to go really bad really fast. Oh, that's right. She's muted. We'll see how long that actually does last.
Lend me your power.
Piercing eyes. Okay, you know, things are hurting, but luckily our healer is back up and able to do what she has to do. Alright, all area, recover HP. Recover HP each turn. One person recovers all of their HP. So let's do the big heal here.
Gotcha!
Fury of the flame.
Keep it going.
By the power of Athena. Fury of the flame.
Right now, if, okay, Kyle went down. Let's change this up a little bit. Luckily, I have a fair bit of the angel tears here. I don't think there's any value in doing that. I think I'm gonna be too far behind. That gives him a lot of health. Mia's muted. That's not a terrible position for her to be in per se, because she can still use the items. Off of that, really, that's not needed either. So, defend. Keep with the heavy swinging. And heal everyone. Yeah, that actually wasn't that bad. For some reason, I interpreted that as being worse than it was. Okay, so. Yeah, continue defending. Use the big swing. And now, I think this is where I can use this instead.
Gotcha!
Alright, Jessica's not muted, so we're still in a good spot. So we're healing HP each turn, and I can boost it with this. That should be in a good spot.
Fury of the flame.
Although that was a good series of disturbingly heavy hits. How much health does this thing have? Because right now it kind of just feels like burning through for the sake of burning through things. I guess I'll beef up my attack. We'll also do that for Kyle, because I think they're kind of dishing out the most damage anyways.
By the power
And again, heal everyone.
Gotcha!
Alright, those are big numbers now. Let's see what that does for our special skills. Probably need to give Jessica a good healing nut.
blessing of
Let's see what that looks like.
Gotcha!
300, 400 damage. Damn, I should have done that earlier. Fend. Bust out the big damage and more. It's just a repeat of the same formula now. Swing hard, swing heavy. Make it count. Actually, no, you should be doing a healing nut. Bust one all over Kyle for a little bit. And let Jessica take the defense for a minute. There we go. That was a lot of experience, too. Kyle, I never knew you were such a talented thespian. He's a what now? That was the best acting I've ever seen, and you ad-libbed all your dialogue. Thespian? You speaking another language to me, or what? And I wasn't acting. I was just speaking the truth. What? Don't tell me you're gonna stand here and deny that you whine like a weak old puppy. Goddamn. Kyle, stop! You did good! Stop with the digging of the hole! It's so much fun to watch you two fight. I can always see smiles in your eyes. The only thing that's gonna be in Kyle's eyes is my fist. I think we just crossed the line from playful to pissed. How about a truce until we find Galleon? Jess, please? Fine, whatever. Alright, so, the thing I wanted to check into that I wasn't able to because, you know, the fight does what it does. Let's see here. Where is it? Where are they? I think that was Zenobia, so let's take a look here. Okay, so I think my interpretation of the dress was a little off, but, you know, when you're looking at sprite art, the white and the flesh color, I can kind of see it. They argue like a married couple. You know, I am blessed to be in the position where our arguments, Tara and I, we have had one. We have had one that got pretty sad. And I think that's the right way to interpret it. What the fuck is you? What even is you? What are you? Why are you? That's a big ass oh, that's nauseating. I'm getting a weird feeling about this place. What's wrong, Jess? Do you sense some kind of danger? No, not danger. This place feels oddly familiar. Yeah, well, I'll keep one hand around the hilt of my sword just in case. What the hell is... That's a big-ass egg! Hey, who's that? Welcome to the village of Caden. We've been waiting for you. You look like a worker from the Talon mine. What are you doing here? Hey, look at that. It's a shrine to Althena. That's why I felt so strange when we came in here. What's going on here, and who are you? Oh, it's... I am always, like, look, at this point, I'm not giving up on the running joke, so, like... Hold on one second. All right, sorry about that. So yeah, I am gonna continue with the running gag here. Fuck ya! It's a trap! Everyone, draw your weapons! No, this is not a trap, and I will not engage you at this time. You were guided here so that you could learn the way to enter Ruid. The vile tribe lost many lives building that armored encampment, and it cannot be entered by any means, save one. Which is, there is a hidden door to the left of the front gate. It's opened with a password that is given only to a select members of the vile tribe. Fuck you, why are you telling us all this? And why are you helping us? Hey, Kara, welcome to the stream. Hopefully things are going well. What's going on? And of course, as always, a pleasure to have you here. The Vile tribe has been sentenced to a slow death for 500 years. From the moment we were banished to this barren wasteland, we were dying. And unless we claim some of Althena's power for ourselves, our end is all but certain. Alright, so yeah, they are at their last leg. My sister Zenobia said we must seize that power by force. Althena's will must be bent to serve our immediate need for survival. I do, however, have my reservations about her methods. So, wait. We lost Nash, but we are, Nash betrayed us, and he went and joined the villainous side. Are we about to get fuck ya on our team? Instead of stealing Althena's power, I believe we can beg forgiveness. After all, we were the ones that transgressed the bounds of good. I believe that in her love and wisdom, she would welcome us back into her light. Why does the writing for this game get so good at the end? Why do I not remember any of this either? For you see, I have watched the progress and discovery you have made on your journey, and I have realized that what my sisters are doing is wrong. Why should we believe a word of this? Okay, honey lips. Again, the quips sometimes take me by surprise. For all we know, this is just another one of your tribal tricks. You are free to choose for yourself whether to believe what I say. I do not expect your faith in me to be so easily gained back. If you insist on seeing me only as an enemy, I would not be surprised. And in that case, I would have to fight all of you alongside my errant sisters. Because my tribe deserves a chance at a real life in a real world. You know? Yeah, if you're not going to offer the door to forgiveness, she's going to have to blow it down. I get it. What should we do, Alex? She really sounds like she's bearing her soul to us. I think we should trust her. Alex, I mean, she waited here for us. I don't think all of the Vile tribe are bad people. We saw this already. That's become clear to me since we arrived on the frontier. They might look different, but they act and feel much the same as humans do. I think she deserves our trust, Alex. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I agree with Mia. We believe you, fuck ya. The password to open the hidden door is green earth. It's what every member of the Vile tribe yearns more than anything to see. It's time for you to settle the question, Alex. Is your strength, the strength of Althena and her children, enough to overcome the power of the Magic Emperor? She read your save file. Meet with him, Alex, and hold out the answer for the whole world to see. They legit just yearn to touch grass. Alright, let's heal up here. And I'm genuinely kinda... Again, I was not why is... Oh, that nasty. What even is this place? I can hear the grindery, the sound that will lead the Vile tribe to the green earth and push the humans out into the frontier. What is this? It appears to be a protective cocoon. The walls of the sack absorb the weak magic field of the frontier and radiate the inhabitant with life-giving power. The weaker members of the Vile tribe might have to stay in cocoons all their lives. Oh, okay, so this is like some sort of protective layer for those too weak to literally do anything but just siphon and breathe? I can't begin to imagine spending a lifetime zipped up inside of a hideous flesh bag. I can't imagine being ugly! Yeah, the Vile Tribe might lead difficult lives, but that's no excuse for them to invade our lands and kill us. Whatever bitterness they have should be directed at... Holy... Don't hate the player, hate the game. Oh, you're right, Kyle. But living like this might have stolen away whatever reason they once had. Can we talk to other ones? Or is it just... It's so cold in here, but I won't be like this much longer. Soon it will be the humans' turn to suffer. Damn. We hate humans. We hate Althena. But we want their green earth. The green earth, blessed by Althena. The green earth and the blue star. Soon they will be ours. I don't even know what the hell those things are, the blue orbs. I want to leave this place and go back to the blessed lands. I want to take back what the humans stole away from us. I want it back. I want it all back. My teachers at the guild taught me that our entire world was once like the frontier. The teachers at the shrines taught me the same thing. Althena used her power to transform our world into the green earth. Because the Vile Tribe was engaging in evil acts, Althena sent them to the frontier, the only place where her magic could not reach. They really are, like, delivering more than I thought they were. There any, like, hidden goodies around here? Alright, doesn't look like it. I didn't even think to, like, I was actually supposed to go there, but I'm glad I did that first. I bet if we came here, it would have been like, you can't get in, the doors are locked, you gotta find a way in. So, you know, to go to the actual intended place first, it's kind of nice that that wasn't just left with, oh, gotta come back here later, gotta go trigger the first failure first. This is Ruid? It's quite a formidable fortress, that's for certain. Also, the music is banging here. I doubt we could break through this door even with our combined effort. Which is why I'm glad we have the password. I'm not gonna lie, I am vibing with this song. I like this. Okay, time for the password. Does anyone remember it? I believe it was Green Earth. Oh, there it goes. Perfect. Thanks, Mia. Gotta rely on the brains here. What do you think Galleon's gonna say when we find him? Oh yeah, he won't be able to speak with my hands around his throat. The green earth is something we all take for granted. But the Vile Tribe would do anything to live there. It's so sad. Alright, let's see what we're working with here. You know, I am going to actually back out for a bit. I am going to save this last leg. I'm almost certain this is going to be the last leg. And if not, however long it takes, the next stream is going to be the finale. So, I'm going to wrap it up here. I know it's been not nearly as long as I would normally like to make it, but I think we're getting near the end. I want to squeeze one more out of this, and I'm probably going to do a little bit of grinding to make sure that we are in a good spot to just bull rush our way through, get to the boss fights, do what needs to be done. The Star Wars ass evil lair. But thanks so much, everybody, for stopping in, and honestly, with the way things have been going, this was a fantastic breakaway from, well, everything. That's what escapism's about. Anyways, thanks so much everybody for stopping in. It was great to have you here. Always love seeing you. And hopefully you guys have a good one. Until next time. See you then. Bye.